What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time that you're watching this video. Let me just share this real quick, if y'all don't mind. See if I can get this shared real quick. Make sure y'all like and share the video and subscribe. And we're going to talk about some things tonight. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, too. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. As you see the caption, I got some information, a lot of information really about, what's going on with the sheriff. If you watched the video this morning, you saw an interview with the sheriff and, how he exuded fear and was very unsure in his demeanor. And so we're going to probably analyze that interview as opposed to another interview he did probably about 2 years ago when he was talking about, another situation. I'm also going to play some testimony from the residents of Henderson, which confirms what I suspected or I was told that Sheriff Brame was indeed he had some hands and feet put on him, by. Well, I'm gonna just let y'all let the people tell y'all, but according to the people, he has some hands and feet put on him by his friends. So first and foremost, once again, we want to give honor to the Most High God for allowing us to be here today. As you know, Ephesians 5:11. I see a lot of people talking about it in the comments about exposure. I think Cat Williams started it off at the beginning of the year, exposing a lot of things. So a scripture, Ephesians 5:11 says, take no thoughts, take no parts in the works of darkness, but rather expose them. So that's what we have been doing. A lot of people have been following the case of Javion Magee. A lot of the inconsistencies don't add up. There's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of non-transparency, and people have a lot of questions. So as you know, that people have been talking about this. I've received calls every day from like California, Missouri, Florida, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Chicago, Philly, everywhere, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, California, Nevada. People are starting to hear about the case. So I definitely want to once again give all the glory and honor to God. Secondly, of course, we want to extend our heartfelt condolences and prayers and comforts and sympathies to the family. But most importantly, I got to give much credit to all of you guys out there who's listening, who's communicating in the chat. I mean, my phone is so filled with emails and text messages that sometimes I be looking for information to share that people have given me, and I can't even find it because there's so much information pouring in. So I do want to say thank you all for keeping this matter in the forefront. So again, I thank you all as well. I'm going to put this up there because a lot of people have been, showing love through the Cash App. So I thank you all for the numerous donations. Excuse me. The numerous donations. Also the words of encouragement. The prayers. All of those things are greatly appreciated. And so definitely we want to go ahead and get right into this. I think we got about 500 people in here now. So I'm going to go ahead and play one of those videos. But first, I do want to read another scripture. And this scripture is evident to what we got going on. This scripture is from Revelations. And it's from Revelations chapter 2. No, excuse me. Revelations chapter 22, verse 14 and 15. Now, verse 14 says, blessed are they that wash their robes, that may have the right to come to the tree of life and may enter in by the gates into the city. Now, this verse 15, it says, without or outside the gates, there are dogs and sorcerers and the fornicators and the murderers and the idolaters and everyone that loveth and maketh a lie. So outside the gate is the murderers and everyone that loveth and maketh a lie. So what's going on, everybody? Once again, make sure y'all share the video. But we see that these people, according to the evidence and according to how a lot of people feel, these people are loving and making a lie out of this. We all saw the mayor that we talked about. And I'm gonna go ahead and share this part of the information I received, right? So the mayor, of course, we went kind of in on her last night, and we did have my brother who called and was like, he's from Henderson, and you don't know what the mayor has been through. She's received death threats and things of that nature, and I got and I must apologize to you, brother, because I feel myself getting, I guess, kind of irritated with you and kind of interrupted you. And so please forgive me for those actions. But he said something that really stuck out to me now out of the heat of the moment. He said, well, she's been receiving death threats. They've been calling her and receiving death threats. So the question is, who is calling the mayor and giving her death threats? And yeah, I do have a call. I do have a number. I'm gonna put my number up about 30 or 45 minutes, so we can take some calls. But I do want to get to this point of the video. But with her being threatened by racist people, how can you fix your mouth to say that this incident doesn't or racism is out of the question or hate crime is out of the question in this incident? So I received a call last night after that, and another lady who was taken up for the mayor, because the reason we were so irritated with her, because when the bikers came in support for solidarity with Javion Magee, and she called them over to the downtown to her meeting, they were under the impression that she was going to be focusing on Javion Magee instead of all of the black crime, overdoses, and suicide. So people were saying, that wasn't the time and place for that. Nevertheless, the lady called me. She said, I understood. I understand what you're saying. But she also said, well, you got to understand, and I be trying to talk to her. And I actually called the mayor's office today, just so you know. I did call the mayor's office. They gave me the old 1999 cell phone message, right? It was like, doom, doom, doom. All circuits are busy now. Please try. This is a temporary problem. Please try again later. I hadn't heard that for a long time. Nevertheless, I tried to reach out to her. I was told that she was going to reach out to me, but, I haven't received that phone call yet. But the lady said, well, I tried to get her to talk to y'all about the Javion case, right? And she also said that I want her to talk to y'all and tell y'all how that she has been fussing with Sheriff Brame, trying to get him to tell the truth about what happened to Javion. Now, this is from the mouth of somebody who knows the mayor. So that may be why, once again, that she may have been threatened or quieted with her trying to get, as we call him, Curtis. I'm not going to disparage the man, Curtis Brame, as we try to get him to, come forth and be truthful. Because y'all know, and if y'all watched the video this morning, no rest for the wicked, definitely. As y'all watched the video this morning, I detail some of the interviews, and I'm gonna replay that. But first, I want to play y'all one message that I got from a lady who stays in Henderson. And so I did distort her voice. So I hope you guys can hear it. But I'm going to play it real quick and watch what she says in the video that's going to give us some clarity. Allegedly. Everything I say in this video is alleged. I am alleging that these things took place according to the information that has been given to me. So anything that I say in this video, I'm not saying that is absolute true facts. I appreciate you, and will appreciate you. These things are alleged to the people who are providing the information. Shout out once again. I thank you all for once again for tuning in. Share the video. Because a lot of people still don't know about this case. You know, people are calling me daily like, hey, I just watched some of your videos. It just showed up on my feed. And so I just heard about this. What's going on? So, and you appreciate it. OMG, man. We got about 975. We got 1,000 people in here now. So please like the video. It's a little simple touch that makes the video get out to the algorithm so more people can hear about Javion. But nevertheless, let me play this video on what this citizen said about our dear brother, Sheriff Brame.
I'm from Henderson, South Carolina, number 1. All right. I heard this morning about the letter from the mayor. I want to compliment on the mayor. She's a very sweet woman, and she's also a minister. So she's true blue. Now, when we get to the sheriff part, that's to play white folks and Negro.
That's what you say again?
That he is a white folks nigger.
Okay.
Always have been.
Always have been. Now, what was you telling me about something that happened to him?
Oh, from my understanding, his buddies was the ones that beat his ass. Them three letters.
The 3 letters.
Yeah.
So was he in the hospital?
Not that I know. I don't know that. I don't.
Okay. But he definitely, you know the word around there.
He definitely got, as you say, paws and feet put on.
Oh, okay. So you know so how does everybody in the town feel about the sheriff? Hello?
I'm thinking about him.
You said what now?
The black people ain't thinking about him.
Oh, okay.
The white ones love him to death.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's why I said he was a white folks Negro.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate your call, and I'll get back with you later.
All right, so that was a lady once again from the Henderson, North Carolina. You know, and I stopped the call, but I definitely asked her how did she know. She was like, I know, I live here, and that's what sometimes people don't understand, especially in small knit communities. They know things that we wouldn't know just from like from where I'm from, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Like something can happen, and by the end of the day, everybody knows who did what. And it's all about, okay, who's going to talk about it. And so, yeah, her voice was disguised. That's not how she sound in real life. But nevertheless, that is one of the people who called and said, well, yeah, that's what happened to him. And they said that it happened about 2 days after he gave the interview that I am going to play. But nevertheless, here's another person from the town of Henderson. Now he gets a little like he gonna say a couple of names. We might have to skip a couple of names, or not even a couple of names. He matter of fact, we just gonna play it. But this is another resident of Henderson talking about Sheriff Brame and how his propensity to kind of be a little more favorable to people of another race than people of his own race. But we're gonna play this one real quick.
Beat him down to the ground.
And that's what your granddaughter told you. Then what your brother tell you?
The same thing. He called me at night and they told me, the young girl bring the hospital. Then I said, what's wrong with him? Somebody beat him down to the ground.
So
they ain't saying that, you see.
So when that supposed to happen?
Last week.
You said it was last week.
Yeah, last week sometime.
So let me ask you, cause I want you to start. You said at the beginning what what everybody thought about Curtis Brame.
Don't nobody like him. Black people they don't like him.
Why they don't like him?
Because the redneck put him in there.
Oh, okay. You said something about it that they call him Uncle Tom.
Yeah. He loved the redneck.
He loved what?
The rednecks. He loved them. Almost that Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, okay. So you said you said his first wife he was married one time.
Yeah, to a white woman. Yeah.
He said you married to a white woman.
Yeah, the first time, and then he got divorced and the murder of a black woman.
Oh, okay. So you think that's why he treated black people worse than he did treat white people?
He good to the white people. He all time green in their face and us. Look, one day I walked in the store. You know, the store that just called people made. I went there. You think that's about the way to make? Hell no.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't answer. After you big nose pop out of Baptist. You know what I said?
Hey, look. So you said one day you was in the car with him, or he was in the car. And he gave you a ticket because he was with.
Yeah. Because he had another redneck sitting in front of you with. His own second cousin.
So listen. You said the Finch guy. You said the Finch. What you know about the Finch guy again?
I went to school with that. He got big now. In school he was a little boy, a white boy. Drink like Steve Urban in school and quiet. And now he just got big. He turned to a redneck.
Oh, okay. So what about that bar? Do you know anything about that bar again?
No, this is the first time I heard about the bar when you mentioned on the video. Yeah.
That's the first time you heard about it.
Yeah, I don't know why it is. I don't.
So you ain't never heard of the bar?
No, and that's I seen on TV. Yeah. They used to hang on the Wonder Road at this store, all rednecks. Okay. Once the store burnt down, somebody set it on fire. Once the store burnt down, they moved to that what the $10 Lounge and Grill. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you ain't never been to that one, huh?
No, I ain't planning on going either.
Say you ain't planning on going.
All right, so now he talking about the T&R's Lounge and Grill. He said they used to hang out somewhere, but then they moved to that bar. Now, he said he ain't never been to that bar, and he don't plan on going. But also, when he talking about Sheriff Brame, he was talking about how much of a Uncle Tom he was. He definitely mentioned that he was a white folks guy, and so. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone who people in the town knows what he's there for. So when we listen to this interview next, then you have to read between the lines of what he's saying. It's real quick. We're gonna finish this one, then we're gonna get into the interview.
Oh yeah, I want to live.
So you don't think they'll let black people in there?
I ain't going in there. Not by myself. I need to bring off the 10 guys going in there with me.
Oh, okay. Okay, you said how long Sheriff Brame been the sheriff?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. I'm telling you. He due for another election. We see, he be going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he's been up there for 5 years. They can serve 8 years, and then they run again. He been up. I served 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And the men that fuck with school together. I mean, study school, Curtis Brame. Yeah. Oh yeah. He ain't been up there in the trail all of it because I walk across that and I see the car and now because my brother told me he's still in the hospital. That's why I beat him down real bad.
Wow.
So he said, my brother said he was in the hospital. Somebody beat him down real bad. So, you know what I mean? And that's like the other the person, they not going to tell us that.
The mother Richard, the woman on TV said, she appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Who that woman on TV?
All right. Okay. So that's the end of the interview with him. So that is why, you know what I mean, I put the caption up there that, you know, evidently, like the lady said, his buddies, you know, so evidently it was something in that interview, or maybe they had to do that to make sure that he keeps quiet. Now, I did have a young gentleman who said that they called Sheriff Brame today. He called me. As a matter of fact, I want everybody. That's what we can do. Because, you know, we're going to see if they do something. Like I said, I've been told that the boys from Fayetteville are here. And when he told me the boys from Fayetteville, I was like, who that? He was like, the FBI. So I got that information today. However, so we're going to give them a little bit of time. But if you guys don't have the sheriff number, and I'll put it in the chat, that's what I want us to start doing, I guess, until in the meantime, to call up there and ask them these questions and let them know that, you know, we are on them. So I just put the number in the chat. It's 252-738-2200. And people calling, people are calling ready to, you know, to organize, to galvanize. And I'm talking about people that don't even live here. But they are looking for solutions because, you know, once again, people are tired of it. And I credit the people in the town for standing up, you know, for standing on business. I credit the bikers for really igniting the fire. My man yesterday, I know y'all seen that video. He won't play no game. So that's the kind of attitude we gotta have. We gotta be, we gotta have righteous indignation, as Jesus did when he came in the temple and turned over the tables with the money changers. He said, my house should be called a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And so that is what we're supposed to do as righteous people. As they say, evil prevails when good people do nothing. And so if we were not to do nothing in this situation, then the evil would prevail. But the young brother told me, and the brother, and make sure y'all once again pass that number along. The young brother told me that when he called the sheriff office, they say he asked him what happened. And the sheriff is still sticking with the narrative. According to this man, I don't know, once again, allegedly, he said, you know, everything I say on this podcast is allegedly. But allegedly, he said that, you know, he died himself. You know what I mean? So evidently, Sheriff Brame is still sticking with that narrative. So the hard-hitting brothers from, you know, the Triple K might have, you know, instilled that fear in. Because what's the difference of Sheriff Brame between these two interviews? And I'm going to play the first one first. The first one is when he's talking about a young man from the town, which is a very unfortunate situation. But this is also fair use. Hold on.
and ending up in a police shootout with police in Georgia. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. We discovered now that this man has an extensive criminal background. WRAL's Amanda Lamb joins us from Henderson, where she spoke with the Vance County Sheriff about the case today. Amanda.
Dan, this is a really unusual case. We learned from the sheriff today that this same suspect has been accused of kidnapping this same woman in 2 other counties on 2 other occasions. And they say he tried to do it, or he did do it again on Monday night here in Vance County. Vance County investigators say Robert Brody Jr. took the victim, Mary Ann Joyner, from a friend's home in Henderson Monday night.
Robert Brody Jr. had broken into the resident's house, kidnapped the young lady, the victim, by gunpoint, and he had fled the residence prior to my deputies getting there.
Now notice when you saw him talk right there, his eyes never left the reporter. And watch how it continues throughout the interview.
Investigators say Brody ended up asleep in his car with Joyner in a motel parking lot in Georgia. That's where Banks County deputies confronted him after spotting the car described in a nationwide alert. They say he shot the victim and then turned the gun on them.
The deputies in Banks County, Georgia, had a confrontation with Mr. Brody. Gunfire was exchanged with Mr. Brody, led to one deputy getting shot in the hand and upper torso.
The deputy.
Once again, his eyes stayed on the interviewer. Now watch the difference between this one and the next one.
He shot Brody multiple times. After he's released from the hospital, he will face charges in Vance County of first-degree breaking and entering, first-degree kidnapping, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Brame says Brody and Joyner had previously dated.
Domestic violence is a very serious issue throughout the state of North Carolina, of course, nationwide.
Court records reveal Brody spent time in prison for murder and was recently charged with kidnapping Joyner in 2 other counties.
The same victim been kidnapped by Mr. Brody in Granville County and Franklin County, and he was out on bond on those charges.
All right, so if you saw that interview, right, his eyes never left the reporter. Very confident, and I don't know what's up with my young brother. I hope he got it together because, you know, that's. Now watch this. Now I don't know if you've seen the video from this morning. I'm gonna just play you a little bit of this.
I never lost a child to the.
You know, walk me through what we know, the timetable of when he was found and what we know so far.
Good morning. Yes, this is Sheriff Curtis Brame here in Vance County. On Wednesday, September 11th.
He hadn't looked the man in the eye yet. Now, of course, probably he's reading now.
At approximately 10:08 a.m., Vance County Sheriff Office received a call out to a rural part of the community, Banco Mill Road, 285 Banco Mill Road.
Even when he's not reading, you see, he can't even look the man in the eye.
Road, where a deceased young man was sitting up against a tree, with his back up against a tree. He had a rope around his neck, and he had the top of the rope was up in the tree limb. There was not a noose. There was not a knot in the rope. We have information that we got that this young man had visited a local Walmart store here in Henderson, where he purchased an item that was possibly used around his neck.
So you see what he instantly jumps to, right? We got information that he went to Walmart and purchased an item that was used around his neck. Now, out of all the other places that they mentioned on the timeline, why did they instantly jump to there? You know what I mean? But just watch.
It's an open investigation at this time. We're following all the resources and avenue. We're utilizing. We found out he was a truck driver after we identified who he was. At first, we had no identity on him because he had no ID on him. And once we identified who he was, we found that the tractor trailer that he was driving was in an adjacent lot from where his body was located. So we contacted his family in Aurora, Illinois. We had the Aurora Police Department go out and contact his family. And once that notification was made, we personally my investigators talked to the family and informed them of the information that and the ongoing investigation, the death investigation of their son, their 21-year-old son, Mr. Magee.
All right, so I know y'all see, oh shoot. y'all, I know y'all see the difference in the way that that man was so confident and so, you know, vibrant and virile in his confidence. And this one, he's Mr. Magee. You know, he didn't even say his name right, Mr. Magee. Let's continue.
And so at this point, I mean, you've seen some of these videos from family members that have out there, sort of, you know, questioning whether there could be foul play there, sort of questioning whether there could be foul play involved. You know, what's your response to that?
I understand the loss. I feel gratitude, condolences, not gratitude, but condolences.
Nervous owner. I understand they lost. I feel gratitude, not gratitude, but
Condolences go out to the family. I never lost a child, to the mother and to their loved ones. I never walked in their shoes, but I asked them to slow down, to pump their brakes, to slow that train down that's left the station, about the Vance County Sheriff Office, and definitely want to clear that the Henderson Police Department has nothing to do with this investigation whatsoever. This incident is clearly out in the county under the jurisdiction of the sheriff, which is myself and my deputies and investigators. We're invited to North Carolina Highway the North Carolina SBI to assist us in the investigation regarding perceptions and get clarity, and to be transparent that the Vance County Sheriff Department is not withholding anything and sharing information regarding to the decedent to the family.
All right, okay. So y'all hear him stutter and stammer over that. The stutter is real when it comes to Javion. Like, he didn't stutter that much in the last interview. But what I want y'all to also pay attention to is two things: how he quickly distanced the Henderson Police Department from the investigation. It doesn't matter. You know, they should be just as involved in the investigation. It doesn't matter if it happened in the county. So that's a testament to, you know, what they were saying about the mayor. Like, the mayor's in the city. Did you see the video I just left on your last video? No, I didn't. But and shout out to everybody who's commenting. Every time I try to read the comments, I lose track. So y'all don't think, you know what I'm saying, I'm not engaging, but I definitely want to, you know, and then y'all be funny in the comments too. So I be trying to not to laugh, but y'all be hilarious. So, you know what I mean, I appreciate the laughter too, because the Bible said medicine does a heart merry. You know, so or laughter does a heart merry like medicine. But nevertheless, that's still on track. So he's distancing the investigation from the sheriff to from the city to the county. Second of all, a young lady who gave me this information, shout out to this young lady, when he says we called in the highway patrol, the SBI. Now, the reason he's saying that is because the SBI he's calling in is just like the highway patrol, meaning every SBI field office have certain jurisdictions that they work. So the SBI officers or the SBI team is the same team that they're going to send to Henderson County that comes all the time. They work with the sheriff, the mayor, the medical examiner, the coroner, all of the people, the DA. They work with these people all of the time. Now, that's good when it's an incident concerning, you know, public manhunts or public crimes they're trying to solve. But in this case, when there's possible corruption and cover-up, he's going to go on just like he does and take everything that they say first or at face value. And so that's when, you know, that's the gaslight, that's the you know, the smoke signal that they say, yeah, we're calling the SBI, but the SBI that we're calling in, he's our guy. So unfortunate that if the information that I received today, I'm fortunate that if it is true, the feds are in town, because, you know, that's going to give us a little bit of reprieve from, you know, the internal investigation. everybody knows people can investigate themselves. Like if you leave it up to me to come and clean out my closet, you know, I'll clean out my closet, but I'm not going to tell you all the dirt I found in my closet. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it out. You know what I'm saying? I still might need some old dirt behind some shoes. I ain't feel like bending down on my knees and get it, if that makes sense. But let's continue.
Autopsy yet?
Autopsy is being performed today, yes.
Okay. And also, you know, with regard to, you know, the rope maybe possibly being bought.
All right, so we're gonna skip this because they say the S word. And so watch him, because he asked him, was it a possible, you know, that word, right? So watch the babble he goes through.
That we have step by step, talking to the district attorney, the local district attorney, and the SBI. We don't want to release too much information too soon because this is an ongoing investigation, and we just ask everybody to be patient, and so we can do a thorough investigation to get the proper information out there, and ask people to stay off social media and slow down and report the facts. I understand there's over 1,000 hits on TikTok. The sheriff office not being transparent, not providing information to the family, and that is not true. There's been information put out there that there's a lynching in Vance County. There is not a lynching in Vance County. The young man was not dangling from a tree. He was not swinging from a tree. The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not a noose. It was not a knot in the rope. So therefore, it was not a...
So we're going to...
It was a suicide?
Oh, he said the word anyway.
Medical examiner, we're going down every avenue, every aspect, all the information, videos. We got in contact with the trucking company to get his GPS reading of all his whereabouts while he was here in Vance County in the Henderson area. So right now, we don't know exactly the cause of death of this young man. So no, I cannot say.
All right, so we're going to fast forward that word again so they won't flat. But do y'all see how when he asked them, was it one? He said, well, you know, we've been checking his GPS, man. We called the trucking system and, you know, we did this and that. He did everything but say, nah, I don't believe it. But watch what he say when the dude asked him, was there foul play?
Can't say foul. You know, how is it being treated? Just as a death investigation?
It's been treated as a death investigation until we rule it out.
Okay. Are there any signs of any foul play?
No, sir, not at this time. No signs of foul play or implication of anyone else involved at this time.
All right, so we're gonna stop right there. You see how quick when they asked them, oh, could it be a S word? Oh, well, you know, we checking information with the DA, the trucking system, cigar shop, Hampton. We ran around the three times. We did the hokey pokey. We turned all around. You know, we put our left hands out, but I can't really say it, right? But when he says, okay, well, is there any signs of foul play? Oh, no, never, no, not even a person. So how can if you were so sure or you were so unsure that there was not an S word, then how can you be so sure that there's no foul play? You know what I mean? So that's how you know, once again, he's been compromised. And he's going to say a couple of other things. But I do want to say one thing, because we're going to talk about this in the morning. He mentions no other person being involved. Now, what I have done, y'all know I had the police report, put the police report out there. And there's two names on that police report. And we've all know it's public record, so I'm going to say it, right? What's his name? Ray Patrick. Alton Ray Patrick, who's been identified as the owner of the truck yard. And then we have a Quentin Bullock, who was reportedly somebody under the title others involved. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull. No, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We're going to let him finish real quick, and then I'll let y'all see what I'm talking about.
What's your message to the family? I mean, obviously, regardless of what this was, I mean, they're thousands of miles away in Chicago. You get news that, you know, your son is found, you know, near a tree in the middle of North Carolina.
Be patient. Call us 24/7. The Vance County Sheriff Office, 252-738-2200. I'm Sheriff Curtis Brame. Call me or one of my investigators, and whether any time of day or night, we will come in, we will meet you here at the Sheriff Office. I'm sorry that the family wasn't awarded that opportunity to view their son or their loved ones in a natural, not a natural circumstance, but in a normal circumstance where someone is deceased and taken to a
Just check out the eye contact, though. Eyes are the soul.
local hospital. The family are awarded that opportunity to go to the hospital, to the emergency room, or either some other form of fashion so they can view the body and identify the person. This young man was not disfigured in any form or fashion. The picture ID that we took, the picture that we're taking of him was positively you could identify as being your child or identify someone who knew that could identify that picture.
All right, so look, so that right there also is very telling to me. He's talking about the picture that we took, we could just possibly identify. It's identifiable. Somebody who knew him, we could identify him. Well, so what are you saying? That leads me to believe that he was beaten so bad that they still can identify him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to what he say regarding those pictures again.
Now then,
his body is at the
results of
or identify someone who knew that could identify that. Picture that we're taking of him was positively you could identify as being your child or identify someone who knew that could identify that picture.
So where is he now then?
His body is at the medical examiner's office being autopsied.
For the autopsy?
Yes, sir.
And do we know when the results of that are going to come in?
Hopefully today we get a preliminary and give us a better understanding of what happened.
And you'll release that right away?
I will share that information with the family first, and then make a decision from the district attorney about sharing it with the press and with the public.
Is there anything?
And you hear what he said? I'll make a decision with the district attorney. No, the district attorney runs it. The district attorney runs the town. And he said, well, the body is in the morgue. You see how quick he was like, yeah, the body's in the morgue. Yep, the body's in the morgue. So
anything else that you mentioned that you've seen out there on social media that you wanted to address or clear the air about?
I do. I just want people to stay out of their rumor mills, stick to the facts, allow us to do our job and be patient, and stop saying that the sheriff is not being transparent or that the sheriff is not doing what he's supposed to do. I'm very clear in my duties and my responsibilities and my obligations to the citizens of Vance County and the state of North Carolina.
And do you know who found him or what the circumstances of the call coming in were?
I have not released that information this time, sir. Okay. The call came in 911.
See, now that's where it gets funny, because I'm going to tell you who found him and who is also in that picture. It looks like. See, there's a lot of ambiguity. There's a lot of double-sidedness to what happened, how he was found, where the ID was, who called, did the owner call, did the trucking company call. We're gonna go over this statement a little bit real quick too after he finished.
Once the death is recorded, and we'll be able to trace that back.
So we can't say who came upon him?
Not at this time, this part.
But that information is in the police report. So, yeah, you can say it.
Part of the ongoing investigation.
Gotcha. Do we know, the last people who were in contact with him or kind of anything leading up to this?
No, sir, we do not. Other than apparently being at Walmart distribution.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Walmart store.
Okay.
And once again, I pointed this out. That's all they say. He was at Walmart store. So when they bring out the rope, we can automatically say, oh, yeah, he did it himself because look, he's leaving at Walmart. That's where the narrative begins of, this false narrative. Oh, he left out of Walmart. Why don't they show all of the other videos listed on the timeline?
Okay. And his truck, how far was he from where his truck was parked?
Oh, I said 30 yards, 30, 40 yards from where his truck. His truck was in a fenced-in area, and he was on the outside of the fenced area where a tree was at.
And you said he was just sitting up against the tree?
With his back up against the tree.
Okay. And the rope was just around his neck?
Yes, sir.
Was it tight? Was it?
I did not pay attention personally. I cannot comment on that.
Okay. Shout out to the interviewer though, man. He was like, look, you see how he looking at sheriff like, yeah, man, I know you lying too. Like he was like, was it tight? Was it, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to it. So how do you know so much then? But
Okay. Any other, any bruises, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
well, wait a minute. You didn't pay attention first, but see how quick he is to disavow there's bruises on his body, right? He first asked him, "Well, was the rope tied around his necktie?" Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. Was there bruises on his body? No. It would take less attention to see how it would take more attention to find out if his bruises on his body, rather than if the rope was tight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to this guy, man. You gotta listen to this.
Anything else you wanted to add, or that I forgot to
Wait
ask?
a minute. Wait a minute. You see how the reporter looked straight for a minute? He was like, "For real? Are you really gonna say that?" Hold on. Let me show you.
Gotcha. Do we know, the last people who were?
Gotcha. Now, no offense to anybody, but anytime a white person say "gotcha," they know it's for. And shout out to all my Caucasian brothers and sisters who stand for righteousness. Now, anytime they say "gotcha," they know it's they know.
Were in contact with him, or kind of anything leading up to this?
No, sir, we do not. Other than apparently being at Walmart distribution.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Walmart store.
Okay. And his truck, how far was he from where his truck was parked?
Oh, I said 30 yards, 30, 40 yards from where his truck. His truck was in a fenced-in area, and he was on the outside of the fenced-in area where a tree was at.
And you said he was just sitting up against the tree?
With his back up against the tree.
Okay. And the rope was just around his neck?
Yes, sir.
Was it tight?
I did not pay attention personally. I cannot comment on that.
Okay. Any other, anything else on his body? Bruises, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Look at him right there. He's like, "Okay, I just asked you, was the rope tight?" And he said, "I didn't pay that much attention." But then I asked you, "Was the bruises?" You like, "No." Like, all right, man.
Anything else you want to add?
We done with him in real quick. But so the thing about how he was found and where he was found, that is the most perplexing thing of this, the most unsure thing of this. Now watch, this is the press release, and actually I just found this today. We're gonna pull up this press release that was let me see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, this is the press release. Let me see if I can do this thing again like yesterday. So let's share this screen. This is the press release. Brame's issues press release. So y'all tell me y'all can hear that. I mean, y'all can see that. I'm pretty sure you can. Now, this is the whole timeline that they're giving you, right? And so this one says that detectives could see the victim with a rope wrapped around his neck a total of 11 times. And the other end of the rope was wrapped around a tree branch. The rope was tight. The victim was in a seated position with his legs extended out and his foot crossed over. The crime scene was photographed. Right? Y'all see that? It says the crime scene was photographed. Where are the photos of him like that, right? No identification was found on the victim, but a cardboard wrapper rope was found lying next to the victim. The brand of rope was Ozark Trail, which is a brand sold by Walmart. A detective took the wrapper for the rope to Walmart in an attempt to identify the purchaser of the rope. I gotta. I'm gonna take this wrapper here and you tell me who bought the wrapper. It makes completely no sense, right? The detective took the wrapper to Walmart to see if he could attempt to identify the rope. It was discovered that the rope was sold to the victim at $8.20. How are you going to bring a rope wrapper to a Walmart and then they say, "Oh yeah, this guy bought it," and the exact time? Make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. The victim was identified from the use of his bank card at the checkout as Javion Magee, right? A copy of the video was obtained for evidence. The detective saw on the video Mr. Magee was driving a white semi-truck. The information was passed to those at the scene on Vanceville Road who located the truck in the parking lot to match the description, right? So they went through all of that, and the truck was right in the parking lot. Man, this is, I'm gonna read a little bit more of this because I just said based on what he say, no identification. What he say? Okay, hold on. Okay, this is where the story turns as well. An employee of TNR Truck Repair told investigators on the scene that the trucking company had called their shop requesting they check on the driver because the truck had not moved. The truck was unlocked and investigators found a wallet with a Illinois identification. Now, listen at that statement, right? The truck was unlocked. At what time was that call made by KLLM to the truck repair shop? You see how they got everything else time stamped? You see how they got everything else time stamped, right? But what was the time that particular call came in? Because if that call came in before y'all found Javion, then y'all would have known who he was. Did that call came in after y'all found Javion? Then you wouldn't have had to go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? When did that call in? After you got his wallet and his, you know what I'm saying? It says evidently the call had to come in before they found him because they said an employee told detectives. Evidently the detectives were still there on the scene. So this employee just comes out. Yeah, you know, they called us. They was looking for the owner of the truck. So if they called you, then okay, the truck had not moved. Let me go outside and see who this truck is. If I go outside and see who this truck, I walk around the property, I find him, not somebody cutting grass. But nobody's being transparent about that. How was he found? You know, but it makes sense if somebody staged the scene. And then so he said the truck was unlocked and investigators found a wallet and an Illinois identification with the name Javion Magee and an address in Aurora. I hope y'all can see this. The photograph on the identification matched the person found nearby. A cell phone was located in the truck and a receipt from Walmart in Henderson for the purchase of the rope with the date and time that matched the transaction date and time on the surveillance video just obtained by Walmart. So they done analyzed the video that fast. See, it's all, and once again, this statement, the date on this statement, look at the date on this statement, right? The date on this statement is September the 18th. 7 days after he was found. 7 days after he was found. So they had time to coordinate that, like what Denzel say on training day. Hold on, man. Let me quarterback this thing. You shot Roger coming in the door. You, Roger, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is right here. That's what this is. So let's go back to the police report. Right now, hold on. Let's finish looking at this real quick. It says a cell phone was located in the truck. It said, based on this information, investigators contacted the Aurora department and requested they send an officer to the address listed on the identification for a death notification. Police officers contacted Javion's father and notified him of his death. It was transported. So, okay, so now let's go to the call, right? Up here, it says September 11th, 10:24, 10:08, 10 o'clock. I hate that military time. 10:08 in the morning. Vance County 911 received a call from the owner of TNR Truck Repair of a man with a rope around his neck on the outside of the fence. So that's at 10:08. So when did the call come from KLLM talking about, this guy ain't moved his truck, right? 911 stated that the male was not breathing and appeared to have died by the S word. So 911 states that, right? 911 states that. How does 911 state that if they're not there? They've taken the word of this owner, and I'm gonna shout out to my girl Crime made this go viral. MTGV Crime Podcast for playing the 911 call and pointing some things out to me. I'm gonna play that call tomorrow, but this guy made the call, right? So let's look at the let me stop sharing the screen real quick. Let me look at real quick the police report. Let's look at real quick the police report. See if I can pull this thing up real quick. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to try to share this screen. Hope y'all can see it clearly. Share screen. Share screen, share screen, share screen. There, we got 2 Facebooks up. I don't even know which one. Let's try this one. No, that ain't it. All right, there we go. All right, so here is, and we're going to dig into these names. Now, I don't know if you can see the names. Let me see if I can enlarge my screen, maybe. Definitely don't want to do that one. Definitely don't want to do that one. So, yeah, we're just going to keep it at $1. We can keep it 100, right? Okay, here we go. Hold on. All right, there we go. So, y'all see 2 names on the report. We're going to dig into these names tomorrow, and we're going to coordinate how possibly they could be some connection to Quentin Bullock and Alton Ray Patrick Jr., and they are listed as others involved. You see, the victim is Javion Magee, right? Death investigation, dead on arrival. So we got these 2 people as others involved. What does that mean? It's obvious that Mr. Alton Ray Patrick Jr. made the call, but why is Quentin Bullock there? Was he there? Because during the 911 call, you can hear 2 people talking, right? So we're gonna make a correlation between possibly these 2 and the 3 gentlemen, because there's another gentleman in that photo in which everybody feels that is Javion Magee sitting on the curb in front of those 2 officers. But look at this police report right here. Look at this police report. You see a wallet with IDs, clothes, ligature, white plastic bag, unopened sheets, fingernail clippings, right and left, blood card, possessions. What is the possessions? But one thing you don't see here is the phone. And also, somebody find out who Deputy J.B. Williamson is, because he's the one who wrote the report. Maybe we can put some pressure on him to come out and, who is Deputy J.B. Williamson? Y'all look that up as well. But this is the official police report, and I would show you the back of the police report, but it has been redacted. The police report they gave me has been redacted, and they shouldn't have had redacted that police report because that's public information. But nowhere on the police report do you see. Okay. All right, okay, so I'm back. Nowhere on the police report do you see a phone. Nowhere. And everybody, we're gonna have to just do a whole thing about that picture, because everybody has different views of the picture. But one thing that can't be denied is his reflection in the side of that Jeep. But why did they not list the phone in the investigation report? Now, also, you've seen, I think later he talking about we're gonna have to get warrants. We sent warrants to several phone companies. I think he says that. We sent warrants to several phone companies, and we're waiting for warrants. You shouldn't need a warrant to, baby. What do you mean several phone companies? The phone shows who the service is with. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to call his mother. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they playing games with this phone, because we all know the phones hold the locations. They hold pretty much everything. But tomorrow we are going to get right into those gentlemen listed on the police report. People have sent me information about them, photos and pictures. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They look eerily similar to the people who we thought that were police officers in that picture. And as I mentioned, before, the gentleman says that, bro, I'm looking at you live right now. Go back and you can see the little smirk on his face. Oh yeah, you can see the smirk on his face. So, yeah, I think we touched on enough tonight as far as the and I appreciate y'all for hanging in, commenting. Timeline to delivering to and from Walmart. Now we can get it, like I said, and that is what I'm saying. Like, this is a collective effort. People, once again, from all across the nation are calling, asking what can they do, right? And a lady brought some ideas to me, but I'm definitely not with the marching. And once again, I know what it did in the past, and I know it's a show of support, but nah, I'm with action. We got to show up and demand answers. A lot of those marches are planned, just like the mayor, co-opted the biker brothers, because that won't plan. They just showed up and went to the place. Now the mayor saw that. Okay, we got to control this. We got to control this narrative. So come on out here with us and let this be a stage in front of the sheriff office. Now we want to go there and let them know that we mean business. No marching. We come into the courthouse. Let us see the photographs. You said there was a photograph, right? If y'all are going to rule this and close this as that, well, let us see it. This is public. Let us see the unredacted police report, the police report, right? Let us see all that. But it's evident that Sheriff Brame is under the thumb of somebody. Many people who have called in. I got so many recorders. I done lost some that's talking about everybody in the category. Man, I should play the recording right now. The lady who said that they told her that she doesn't, she shouldn't stay on this side of town. Matter of fact, let's hear that, because this will show you, what people in Henderson or Vance County are dealing with. Let me see if I can find it. This may be it, but this is.
My phones go out.
Well,
You can't talk on them. You can't do anything. Like I say, it's just ridiculous.
So you said when you moved there, they told you no black people are not allowed in the
That's what I was
neighborhood.
told. That's what I was told when I moved in the neighborhood, that nobody black in there. You couldn't, if you was black, you couldn't come over here in this South Henderson part. That's even the part where this child got killed. You know, they would say the exact same thing, you know, in the area that you live in. And I said, well, it wasn't nothing here, really, because I'm really in the slums, you ask me. So therefore, but that's just racism, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all, I just have to sit down and talk to you, you know, and show you exactly, because I don't want you to think that I'm lying. But it's not about just, I know now, it's not just one person or two. It's the whole entire city. It's the whole entire, and these people that's in office now, the white people call the shots. They just there. They just doing what they tell them to do. They are just doing what they are being told to do. And I don't care what. If I went to purchase something, say at any store around here, and I can say, well, I would like this and whatever. If when time for them to deliver or you to get that product, they're gonna change the price on you. They're gonna do everything they can to stop you from getting it. They ain't gonna sell it to you for that price anymore.
So I'm gonna just stop it right there, because she starts going in about some personal stuff, so I don't want to put her in on, you know, but you just heard her say, look, everybody who was in the city, they control, you know, somebody else I call it the shots. You know, call the new block. Okay, man, look, I gotta check them out. But so this just and somebody said what did the young lady say up there? I just saw Vance, Franklin, and Nash counties. Now don't forget Johnston, Pitt, Greene, Wayne, Lenore, Carteret. I mean, the whole, and I'm glad y'all mentioning counties, because this right here, right? This is a book that I published by my man Michael Rashad Galloway. I hope he's in the. I told him I'm gonna talk about his book. This is called Make a Demand. It was written about the buildings that are on the University of North Carolina campus. That my man, he started the petition. He started the movement to change some of the buildings. Make a demand. A marketers, I can't hold this. A marketing approach to activism, right? Shout out to my man Rashad. This is a Taylor House Publishing product as well. So it's available on Amazon, Kindle, all hardback, paperback, e-back book, right? But this book details, and I'm just going to share you how many racist white supremacists that were honored on the University of North Carolina campus. And all of these, okay, so we're going to say the Carr building, right? Carr was born in Chapel Hill. He served in the Confederate Army. He was very vocal in his white supremacist views. He supported the KKK. He even spoke favorably of the murder of blacks in Wilmington and called it a grand and glorious event. Anybody know about the Wilmington race riots in 1898? He referred to beating a black woman in his Silent Sam speech. He publicly encouraged lynching. Despite all of this, the University of North Carolina awarded him an honorary degree in 1923, right? And I'm just reading to a couple of more. Bingham Hall. Bingham Hall is the namesake of another white supremacist born in 1838 in Hillsborough. He attended UNC, became a Confederate soldier, an ex-slave holder, outlined his views in white supremacy and racial purity. He even argued that blacks in this state did not deserve the right to vote. These are prominent people. Let's not talk about Aycock. Now, Aycock is from Wayne County, right out here. They used to take us to his birthplace as a child in school, knowing this man was a so-called self-proclaimed white supremacist, the 50th governor of the state, white domination, black disenfranchisement, led to the terrorization of people of color by vigilante groups across the state. One of the most violent attacks occurred in Wilmington. It's Aycock's incitement led a group of white supremacist Democrats to overthrow the town government. But this book details about 40, and there are people they are all over the state, right? They are Lenore, like some of the buildings, I think the guy's name Lenore. I'll just read some of the names. Reedsville. I'm sure some of these names are going to Davie Hall, Davie County out in the west. Keenan, William Keenan, they had the UNC stadium named after them. Gerard Hall, Joyner, James Joyner, Michael Hall, Morrison, Cameron Morrison, Mangum, General William Lenore County, Robinson County, Parker Hall, Polk, James Polk, the prison, Ruffin, Thomas Ruffin Sr. Some of these names have been changed. A lot of, we had the big thing where they were changing the names all across the states and also the Confederate flags. And many people, once again, shout out and condolences to the people out in the western part of the state. They are going through a terrible situation. Some people have mentioned, and that there is a way, because if you know about the western part of North Carolina, there is a lot of racism right there by the western North Carolina and the Tennessee North Carolina border. And actually, once again, a lady from Pulaski, Tennessee, white lady, sent me the information talking about her grandmother and her grandfather was a grand dragon, and she would wake up with crosses burning on the lawn, and that is look at Pulaski, Tennessee. That is where the Ku Klux Klan started. But I'm saying all of this to say that there's still a spirit of that domination, that evil. This is called as what it is. It's evil. So there's this spirit is still there, where once again the mayor, just like the man called yesterday, and I'm gonna open up the phone lines, man. Y'all can call in and chat for about a good 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the phone off on Do Not Disturb if y'all was calling in. Let me put the number up there, and we're gonna chat about this whole thing. But as I mentioned that the mayor said that she was receiving death threats. So we're going to open up the line, man. But make sure y'all check out the show for tomorrow morning. We're going to put a face with the people who so-called found Javion. But we're also going to put a possible face with the 3 individuals who were standing out there. But I appreciate y'all in the comments. I'm going to try to read some, They are only racists around each other by themselves. They pretend they are normal. Thankfully, Satan does not look at us. How do you think it is in Mississippi? I got some calls in Mississippi. I just blocked a John Doe who said hilarious. All right, okay, here we got a call. Let's see who we got calling in. Hope y'all can hear. All right, you live on the air. Hold on. All right, okay, you live on the air.
I'm a citizen from Henderson, North Carolina. I'm African American. I'm not holding up for Curtis because Curtis is the Uncle Tom. Definitely. Melissa is also. They're running against each other. The reason why the thing came out about the police is just the sheriff department, not the police, because Melissa made that known that she's running for, she's in charge of the police officers and she's not dealing with the sheriff. They're going to run against each other for sure. Melissa's going to run for sure. Melissa is no better than the sheriff is. Both of them are Uncle Tom's. Melissa did that Sunday for a publicity stunt. Nothing was said about Javion. This is all for Javion, not for her, not for people to be thinking that she's on their side, because she's not. She's not. And one thing you don't know, her son is one of the biggest drug dealers in Henderson. The people she got for her to vote for her was the people that she picked up on a van and brought them to the voting site herself. They're not studying about this child. They don't care about this child. They just doing this for publicity because both of them are running against each other for sure. So I like what you're talking about. I like the comments you got, but both of them are Uncle Tom's.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna save your number because you got some good information. I'm gonna lock you in. I'm not gonna say you.
And do not think for one minute that you need to owe her apology. You owe her nothing.
Oh no, I don't think I apologize to her, but
no.
Yeah.
Publicity.
But what? So the information I got from the lady, maybe the lady covering for her, she was like, well, she's trying to get sheriff. She's arguing with him, trying to make him tell the truth about what happened. So that ain't it.
No, that's not it. She's gonna run for his job.
Okay.
This election, that's what it's all about. An election with both of them.
Okay.
And a lot of black people, I did it too. I voted for them because they were black. But God knows I'll never do it again. I'ma just run for the person that's fair. Melissa got that job. Her and the white lady. Asked her about the white lady that she deal with. I think her name is Crawford. Asked her about Miss Crawford. All of this about the Uncle Tom with Kurt. Yes, it is. His is showing. Hers is not showing because she's not out there on the front. And Sunday I was down there. Where the marchers, where the motorcyclists came. She was not there. You didn't see her to downtown. And when I saw her downtown and trying to preach, I left. Because you know she called herself a pastor too, right?
She called herself a pastor.
Yes. You gonna murder your gay daughter?
Oh Lord, have mercy. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
This is what I'm
telling the truth.
Now we know who she is. Now this is somebody from there who know. Y'all know she know what she's talking about, right? Mm-hmm. I certainly appreciate. I'm gonna have to call you off there because we're gonna have to dig more into this. But I certainly appreciate you.
Thank you.
I love you. May God bless and keep you, sweetheart.
You too.
All right. So that's why she's arguing with Chef Brame because she want to run for sheriff. So now it's a political ploy. You know, like you said, they don't care about this child. They're running to see who's going to be the head Sambo, you know what I'm saying, or the head house Negro, you know. And she said that her son was one of the biggest hustlers. I can't say that. One of the biggest hustlers in the town. You know what I mean? That's her son, the mayor's son. And then she said she's supposed to be a preacher. Once again, I don't care what anybody else does with their lifestyle. But you know, according to some of the beliefs of the Bible, that lifestyle is forbidden. Once again, I love everybody. Everybody can do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Long as, I ain't got no control over. But what the lady said, she called herself a pastor, but she wanted to marry, her alternative lifestyle living daughter. So allegedly, there you go again. Allegedly, I appreciate y'all. Hold on, my name. My house soon goes up for the fall. First time is wild enough caller. I heard the tongue speaking, but God is perfect time. Yeah, we definitely got to expose. Shout out to you too as well. I'm gonna try to get to some of these comments, man. We got about 10 more minutes, man. But yeah, tomorrow, like I said, that the FBI is there. The reason I put that in there because I want y'all to know the FBI is there. Like people have been calling me, trying, wanting to show up and show out. So I'm like, okay, well, I hear that. Let's stay calm. Let's still keep the information going. Let's still keep his name because we all know if we not talk, we know the major news outlets are not talking about it. If we're not talking about it, there's no pressure on them to do what's right or to come up with something that makes sense. We're pointing out all of these things that don't make sense. An introverted rock star, man. He's a trucker as well. He's been putting in the work, bringing awareness. So I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and share. Once again, if y'all do want to bless me with the Cash App, I really appreciate it. Let's see who we got here. You live on the air.
Hey, what's up with you, man? I just want to give my 2 cents. I'm a truck driver. I'm not from the city. As far as that rope thing, man, I was thinking that maybe he was using that rope to either exercise or sometimes us truck drivers, because the keys are universal to all trucks, we tend to wrap the door handles or take the seat belts through the loop and clamp it in to secure ourselves when we don't feel safe at any location we at. I would say, man, if you're a truck driver, if you're anybody, man, have your firearm if you're legal to have one. Train and protect yourself, and try to park somewhere where others trucker, preferably a truck stop, and just be safe, man. It's 2024 going on 2025. There's no reason that none of us should have some type of firearm if we're illegal to have one to protect ourselves. But which is more important, policies or your life? And that's all I gotta say, bro.
I appreciate your input, my brother. Take care. Peace and love.
Love.
All right. So there you go, my brother, saying that. So everybody's asking about the rope. Why did he buy the rope? There you have it. And actually a female trucker called me today and told me the same thing. She said the rope, that's what the rope is for. We secure our doors shut or for exercise. Now, there was allegedly a text from Javion and his friend saying, he needs to start working out more. So that's why he possibly bought the rope. Let's see who this is. Hopefully this is the mayor or the sheriff. All right, you live on the air. Oh, that might have been the sheriff right there. He hung up on me. If your claims don't stand up against scrutiny, Popos drove back to the woods after unaliving Javion and retrieved the rope and dealt with the video at them at this. And that's my thing too. If this guy found them and all of this video is out there, where is the video? Why aren't y'all seeing the video of him walking back and forth to the tree line, right? And one brother said, yeah, he's probably, relieving himself or what have you. Conscious in Carolina. I will after that. Okay, you go. Okay, and everybody, yeah, and Dippy Escapes. Appreciate you, Dippy Escapes. She done changed her profile pic to Javion. Now, somebody else mentioned that as well. I may do that myself tomorrow on my Facebook. Just 1 second. All right, you live on the air. Turn your TV down. I already hear the echo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Peace and love.
Peace and love. This is Rashawn, man. I'm from Henderson, North Carolina. I've been born and raised my whole life. And I just want to give my 2 cents because I've seen it live, and I just wanted to, let everybody know, how I feel. I actually went out to the Walmart in Henderson after this incident took place. Self-checkout closed when he had bought the rope. I feel like this was staged. I don't know who that caller was, but she's definitely correct 100% on everything that she said. I know for a fact. There's no FBI here that I know of, that I haven't heard of. Only people that's really trying to do something about this is our people. Curtis Brame, he is definitely a showboat. He is working with the people as well. So I don't think that he is trying to help out in any way with this case. And I don't think he wants anything to do with it. Most of the police officers and sheriff officers here are white. So let that sink in. Everything will come out. I don't know any details about what's going on, but it will come out. And I just wanted to say justice for this young man.
Appreciate you, my brother, man. Shout out to the city of Henderson, man, and all the real people out there, the real people that's standing on justice and righteousness, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
All right, no problem.
All right. So he said there's no FBI. So we're gonna have to do something. And what I want y'all to do, once again, I put the sheriff number in the comments somewhere. What's that number? 252-738-2200. So since the feds ain't there, we gotta call and put pressure on them. You live on the air.
I don't know why you're talking. Anyway, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Thank you. Thanks for calling too.
You're welcome. But I have a question. And the question is, do you think it was a fourth person at the scene? Because who will take the pictures of the three guys?
I'm glad you asked that question because somebody else mentioned that picture is taken from an angle down. So it looks like it may have been somebody in a truck.
Exactly, maybe sleeping in the front of the truck and
it looks like somebody that was in the truck. Also, what was the first question you asked?
I asked, do you think it was a fourth person?
Oh yeah,
that took the picture, because I don't think those three. That picture was actually from the police website, and they put that out.
No,
I think that the person anonymously put that picture out. The person that probably was at the lot and saw them with the beating him.
So, from my understanding, like if there's two versions of the picture. One version is close in where you only see the three officers, but then there's another picture where you see a black SUV. And that black SUV has brake lights on it, but also you can see an elbow in the white truck, in which his reflection is reflecting off of, and those brake lights are on. So you got a total of about 5 people, possibly, and then the picture taker. So this is once again a concerted, in my opinion, allegedly, this looks like a concerted effort between everybody involved. That's why the story kind of don't make sense. We had to go to Walmart to get the footage. Then, the person had to call. Then we had to check on the truck. Then we found the ID in the truck. Then we found the rope by the, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because all of these are newer model vehicles. So all of them probably have GPS. Even on their phone, even if they threw away his phone, are you saying that nobody could ping who these people are?
See, and that's the thing. They keep talking about they need a warrant to search the phone. They sent a warrant to several companies. That don't mean, what are you talking about? It's only one company, the company who he has service with. And you don't even need a warrant at this point because it's a investigation. But that's part of the game that they're playing with people who just take what they say at face value. And
I don't know what the FBI is doing, because you can actually use satellite to ping who's in the area at a particular time. Like you do a CCTV, you can actually ping satellite and see who's in a particular area at a certain time. So even if they took the phones of the people that are there and not him, because they likely took his Sims out of his phone and threw it away. But the three there are like they had telephones, and their vehicles actually come with the type of equipment now, because they look newer, that they could actually ping these vehicles and at what time they were there.
Yeah, so those are definitely good points, and I certainly thank you for calling in.
But thank you too.
All right, take care. You have a blessed night. Appreciate you.
You too. Bye.
All right. And this person, Lemuel Ben Israel, peace and love. Shalom, my brother. Passerby took pic of Javion getting strong arm, sitting on the ground with another person, getting hemmed up with Travion in the pic. See, that matter of fact, the transient called your show and said he was there. Now, once again, that people are analyzing that picture and saying there's 2 people there. Peace and love, man. You live on the air. Yeah, you gotta turn your volume down.
Hey, I got a question, man.
Yeah.
Okay, what police department pick up the evidence and take it to Walmart instead of fingerprinting and bagging it and taking it to the police. He took the rope package to Walmart. What sense does that make?
Hey, we don't even die. That's why I love like different perspectives. That's right. That's a whole contaminated scene. Say that again, my brother. Say it again.
What police department picks up the evidence and takes it to Walmart? He should have bagged it, dusted for prints, the truck, and everything else. Took it to the police station.
That's right, right? What police officer grab some evidence from the scene and take it to Walmart?
Yeah, what forensic person work at Walmart?
Yep.
Yeah. Think about that. I just had to call because
appreciate it, man. Yeah, can somebody answer that question? I appreciate you, my brother. Peace and love. All right. Yeah, that's a great question. What police officer grabs something that's on the crime scene and take it to Walmart? And my man said the FBI are there, bro. They sitting back watching the police. Okay, hopefully so. Y'all keep me updated on that because as that sound like says, that's what I want to know. Was his organs in his body? Now, mind you, they had a whole 7 days. And somebody else said the whole United States, the whole earth is under satellites. So we can check Google up Earth, right? When are people going to understand that Benjamin Crump sold out all of course? Like that's when people keep talking about him. I just keep scrolling. I was going to ask about the organs. That was another young man, 21, they found 6 months before Javion hanging in his truck. Him and Javion were both in PA first. Now they said something about the PA pipeline too. Now, getting rid of evidence, right? That's what doesn't the BP Earth watch and record the info it's seen. So, yeah, so we're gonna see, but you know, I hope that everybody, and I think where's the mayor's number? Not the mayor. I'm gonna give y'all the mayor's thing too. What did I do with her number? That press release that she had. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. That ain't it. Let me see if I can find the mayor's thing real quick. I'll find the mayor's number. Peace and love, my brother. You live on the air.
Peace and love, Rick.
What's going on? You live on the air, my brother.
No doubt about it. So check this. So I used to live in Youngsville, North Carolina, right? My wife worked in Henderson for years. You know what I'm saying? Much love on the work you're doing on this. Like, you know, I've been following it.
Appreciate you, my brother.
One day I was at the Sheetz gas station in Youngsville. A couple of Middle Eastern people approached me and they tried to get me closer to the van. Long story short, gonna find out they was trying to get me in their van because they was hustling organs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this what happened in this young man's case, but it was on the news around that time that I didn't know if that's what they was doing until I watched the news that day. That come to find out that they was hustling organs and selling them on the dark web. Now this right here was this might have been maybe 5 years ago. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that did happen in that area, and it was a permanent thing because they were luring me to their vehicle, and it was a woman in the back seat with Arab garb on, and they were saying they needed to find directions how to get to the airport, and we was right by 540. So I explained to them, just go right here, make a right, and he was like, "Well, come in." He was like, "Well, I got some jewelry if you want some jewelry for free or whatever," like trying to lure me to the vehicle, and I kind of showed them my piece, kind of like,
yeah. That's what I was getting to. I was like, I know you had that thing on you now. I know you had that thing on you. So yeah, man.
So I was like, hey, show you this.
Organ trafficking is real, man. Shout out, man, to my brother, man. You know, you actually on the phone with a star. You don't know it. I ain't gonna shout his name out, but Yeah, man, my brother's acting and everything. Man. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Definitely, man. Much success.
I graduated with my master's in journalism on Friday, and you are a great inspiration to the area, brother. I love you from afar. I support you, and we got much work to do that we talked a long time ago in the future.
Peace and love, my brother. You got it. I got your number
already.
All right. And that's what a lot of people are mentioning right now in the comments. The organ stealing. But I did want to give you the mayor's number real quick. The mayor's number, I think y'all already got the number, the sheriff number. But let me see. Okay, that's it. So we're gonna share this one. So this is the office of the mayor. Now this is the number that almost it says 252-430-5708. So I want y'all to call the city of Henderson, even though it's out of her jurisdiction. Just let her know that we are looking for answers, man. Yeah, congrats to the caller. Yeah, what's your number? I want to call in. The number is going across the screen, my brother Dwayne. It's right there on the screen. You see it right beside the cash out. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all hit the cash out, what's up, Wendy Williams, Oregon Black Market ain't no joke. I appreciate y'all. They said he fought back. You know what I'm saying? He might have had because they had the fingernail clippings. So I definitely thank y'all. Make sure once again y'all like and share the video. People are still calling. Like every people are really concerned about this, and I think it's try. Chris Webster, it describes Christ. Do you not know how to look up scripture? All right, okay. Y'all, let's peace and love, my brother. You found it. You found the number. What's up, man? How you?
Hey, I just wanted to commend you on what you're doing. To keep doing what you're doing. But I'm a truck driver as well. What I wanted to ask was, why is there not enough focus on the actual truck he was driving? I've driven for several different companies, and most trucks nowadays have inward and outward facing cameras on the trucks. These cameras run constantly because if someone hits our truck, they want to be able to track down the person that hit you. Why have they not spoken on the details of if the camera was recording and what footage it caught on the cameras?
That's a great point, my brother. And so all those common sense questions like that, it's evident. You know what I'm saying? Because actually we pulled up the KLLM standards for their truck. They had just placed new cameras in all of their truck, facing inside and outside. So that's a no-brainer, right? You know what I'm saying? You check the cameras, but because they have it and they're still saying, they're giving us these narratives, these scenarios. Yeah, he kept walking back and forth. How do you know? What?
The truck driver, I believe he either, I don't know too much to obviously if he was working out or not, but it's a good chance he may have had to use the bathroom. Obviously, he could have peed or pooped back there. It's very common for, there's no public bathroom in the area, truck drivers usually got a bucket full of paper, these things. It's no telling what he went back there for. He could have been back there for anything. I live in Richmond, Virginia. It's a couple hours outside of Henderson. But I have some time in Henderson. And it is a racially divided area. And I feel like once you're in the dark, it was vulnerable. So I feel like the evidence is probably on that truck. There's no telling, even with the rope, although I understand the thing about people saying the rope secured the doors closed. And this is a thing, we secure our doors, but a lot of times we use seatbelts for that. And if you go on YouTube and TikTok and all that, there's literally videos that show you how to secure your doors with the seatbelts. So I don't know that I believe he was using the rope for the seat to secure the doors, but I do believe he may have been working out with the rope. He could have been using it as a strength rope or anything. Or he could have been forced to go in there and buy the rope. Somebody could have been sitting inside of his truck, saying, "Go get the rope and come back."
Yeah, but he looked too happy coming out the store, in my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? But that could be, a thing too. Maybe somebody said, yeah, man, I give you $100, you go in there buy a rope. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, man, I certainly
Hit the road, we're gonna hurt your vehicles or whatever. Because if it's law enforcement, they could be threatening us.
Yeah, man. So it's so many questions, a lot of answers, but a lot of unanswered questions as well. So, man, I certainly appreciate you for calling in, man. You stay safe out on that road, man, and just stay woke, because I'm hearing a lot from truck drivers, bro, on these towns, and on the dangers and some of the things y'all go through. So I appreciate you, because I know without y'all, some of the stuff that I use on a daily basis wouldn't get to me, man. So, much love and respect, my brother.
No doubt, same to you, bro.
All right, peace and love. So yeah, man, there's appreciate all the truck drivers too, man. You know what I'm saying? And once again, the FBI was made by oh yeah, you're right. That's what's his name? Herbert Hoover, right? To this number at Taylor House Publishing. No, if you're looking for my email, it's Taylor Publishing House at Gmail. It's about Sheriff Shinebone, rush to rule suicide immediately to close all doors. That's right. That's right. J. Edgar Hoover. Yep. That's who it is. But take a day off riding with your brother, but take a day off. Appreciate it. You right. Yeah, we're gonna take some days off, man. But this is something that we don't want to let die. You know what I'm saying? Like his mother said in the comment on the other the video, her son didn't die in vain. So we don't want him to die in vain. We don't want this to be somebody else's son. We don't want this, as somebody pointed out, that this is not the first time. If these people are doing this is not the first time that it's happened, and so that's what we want to avoid. You don't need a physical phone to get the info. They can subpoena the info from the carrier. All they need is a cell phone number. Yeah, so Sheriff Brame, don't know. Bro, them cops on that dope. They sent a dope fiend to set them up. Maybe. I mean, there's so many things. The phone number on the screen for you. I text the video to you. Okay. Oh, the phone number to right, like the devil's gonna outcast himself, man. Yeah, so man, we got a lot of work to do. That's right. The Bible says you will reap what you sow. You're definitely right. And the other scripture that I did want to read, might as well read it to you, because it talks about, and shout out to the sister who gave me these scriptures earlier. It fell right in line. And I don't know if y'all got one of these. I got this. Shout out to my sister Tamika. This is the Ethiopian Bible, right? It got the extra books in the Bible that was taken out. So if y'all want a little bit of extra, scripture, y'all can get one of these. I got mine on Amazon, but it got scriptures in there that's speaking the word as well. So Terrence Howard. Oh yeah, Terrence Howard from somebody just told me about that too. Now that's a story that once again nobody's talking about. He was a football player, right, who got hit on the side of the road when he was trying to help somebody. His parents went to the hospital and they wanted to transfer him to a private hospital, but then the doctors said no, we wasn't going to transfer him to the hospital and allow him to die. And the family thinks, I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, that they wanted to steal his organs. Now, it's also another brother out there who I think he just got shot by his neighbor. He got shot by his neighbor out there, and I think it's Reedsville. Don't quote me, Roseville. But the young brother got shot by his neighbor. He was going over to share the gospel. That's how you got to be careful who you want to share it with. And they said that the person shot him several times throughout the door of the house. So this is what we are dealing with. Revelations 21, 7, and 8. It says, he that overcometh shall inherit these things, and I will be his God or her God, and he shall be my son. Just 1 second. Let me finish reading this scripture. And it says, but for the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and fornicators and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake that burneth with fire and brimstone. So that's what we're dealing with right here. From all accounts are liars and murderers. What's up, sir? You're live on the air.
He making that comment on when the news person was asking him questions, and it sure would seem like to me it's more concerned about the people on social media making comments. It seems like to me he trying to hide something. You know, it's like you know, he don't want people to comment on social media, but it's already out there on social media. So he needs to come clean, you know, because it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
that's all I want to say.
Appreciate you, my brother. Definitely good point, man. I got another call in. Peace and love, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace and love, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You live on the air.
Oh, word. Good evening, brother. Thank you for what you're doing. Oh, my God. Thank you, brother. But I want to say there's something called Pegasus. Are you familiar with the Pegasus app?
No, I'm not.
Okay, Pegasus is an app that was invented in Israel. Let me turn my TV down just in case it's hitting you back. And it's an app where they can go into your phone and they can change your texts, they can change your emails, they can change everything. And it's owned by these two young Israeli dudes that invented it. And, you know, they always say these people invent these things, like Mark Zuckerberg invented Facebook and Bill Gates invented it. But these guys are Harvard guys that work with the CIA and stuff. And never mind all that crap. That's just opinions I've heard. But, yeah, Pegasus app, they can go into your phone and they can put words in your phone. And this is run by government people. And only certain people have this. And police are who have it.
Okay.
And, it's a real serious thing. So here we are waiting for my man, our brother Javion Magee, our baby brother Javion Magee's phone, thinking it's going to say something. You know what? It might not. It might say anything. And that brother that just called and said he was sentient about it, bro. What if? And last thing I'll say, big brother, that God sent to us is that rope that was chopped up in that grass.
Yeah.
Like lawnmower. That lawnmower ran that over or something. They tried to hide our tire tractor.
Yeah, they was trying. Yeah. Yeah.
Out the way. Thank you, my friend. And you do got to eat. You got to sleep. And we need you. And thank you. And we love you. Thank you, brother.
I appreciate y'all too. That's a great point as well with that app, because there was a police officer right here in Wayne County. Mike Cox just got sentenced, but that's what he was doing. You know, when somebody would get arrested, he would call his buddies from the phone, because he had connections with the drug dealer. So when the drug dealer got arrested, he would tell his buddy, hey, go dump his phone. And that means go clear everything, every message that I ever sent out of his phone. That's what they call a phone dump. So I believe you, my brother. You know, I don't know what app they use, even with the app. Okay. People be cautious. He right about the young man getting shot for knocking on someone's door to talk about religion. Be smart, being aware. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, so boom. So now I'm glad you mentioned that scripture, perilous times. Now, once again, this is my book right here, Brushes with Death. This is the first one I wrote. I know, like, this is one of my display copies, but I want to read this scripture too. This is from 2 Timothy 3:1-6. So this is what we got to be aware of, what we're dealing with. He said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men should be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. Who could do this to somebody without natural affection? Truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those who are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From all such people, it says, turn away. Once again, that's 1 Timothy 3:1-6. That's one of the two scriptures that I begin the book with. And, you know, this book details my life in the streets, all the dangerous things that God saved me from, being shot 3 times, jail, bullets, guns, robberies, all of those things like that. So, you know, I definitely believe in the Most High, however you believe in him, whatever you call him. It's up to you. I know he saved my life. That's why my book is called Brushes with Death, the Blood of Jesus. Now, you can call it what you want. You can call him what you want. But I know he saved my life. So if you do want that book, you know, it's available on Amazon along with my other books. But definitely we got to be cognizant, like my brother said, of the times we are living in. We are living in perilous times. They used to whoop on us, throw us in another neighbor, hoping we would kill. It happened all the time in the 1980s. All right, okay. So now I'm gonna save this recording for tomorrow because this, you know, it's about 10 o'clock. So we got to go ahead and get on out of here. Be careful, eyes pop up on devices, be prayed up, continue. So what you read and agree to, everything you see and read and subscribe to isn't real. Definitely. He's trying to control the narrative. What's up, Dwayne? I see you found that number, man. Good. So, but yeah, a lot of people are not, like I said, looking at, somebody mentioned even the truck driver's place, right? Because I think somebody else said the other young lady, forgive me, Kanisha Washington, and you know, if I'm not, that's not the name, please forgive me. But I think that somebody said she drove for the same trucking company. I don't know. Thank you. They lied. There was never a homeless man. It was a throw-off. That's what I'm hearing too. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, some people are saying that the trucking industries or the truckers may have insurance policies on the drivers. You know, she died. Okay, wait a minute. She died in NOLA. Yeah, she died in NOLA. And say her name too. Greetings, Soldier of Truth. All right, but we about to get out of here in a couple of minutes. Peace and love, man. You on the air. What's up, Anthony? You on the air, my brother?
All right, wondering trucking company.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, we was talking about that a while ago. All the cameras, all the trucking companies should have the footage in their camera. Now, whether they are being paid not to release it, whether they are being paid to hush, we don't know. But they definitely should have that footage, my brother.
They should have footage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And where you calling? Where you calling from? Oh, okay. You from the borough too? Okay, I probably see you at Walmart or the library somewhere. My blessings, my brother. Peace and love.
All right, you too.
All right. So, but yeah, so it's you know, we're coming together, man, and that's you know, that's the thing. We got to you know, all that's what I was going to say about, you know, people working together to keep things under wraps. Now, mind you, it's election time too. Somebody said something that may have something to do with it. It's election time, and they don't want, you know, this thing to. And if I'm not mistaken, they're running against each other, so they don't want this thing to be a stain on anyone or whatever the case may be. But you know, I'm just thinking of not extreme measures, but unconventional measures to make sure that justice is served. All right, you're live on the air.
What's going on, my brother? I'm calling from Henderson as well.
Yes, sir. How you doing, my brother? Shout out to Henderson. Peace and love.
I've been in this area about 30 years, maybe. Yes, it is a little racism going on, but if you carry yourself away, you don't have a problem. They pick and choose who has a problem with it.
I believe that.
If y'all came on me with it, it would have been a sideways situation.
Yeah.
But it's going on. It does happen.
Okay, and a lot of people said that, like, the brother was, you know, just loving and kind and carefree. Of course, he was young, so, you know, he had the world on the string. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he not really worried about that. But my peace and blessing. What do you think happened to him, man, from your perspective, if you care to share?
It's hard to say because I think it's some foul play. At first I did. I'm being honest. But farther go, it looks a lot like foul play. Some transpired somewhere. I feel like it was something done.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, okay. Thank you, my brother, man. We got I thank you so much, man. Much love to Henderson and all the people out there, man. That's that's keeping up with the situation, man. Peace and love, my brother. Okay. Well, let's talk about it then, man. Because everybody I talk about with Kurt, I don't know if you've been on earlier, but I don't know if you heard the recordings, but he got a bad rep to some people.
I know him from school. He was into the white clique then, and it surprised me. He's second white, it's a black woman.
Okay, so
he's a little on the white folks side. Being honest.
All right. So did you hear about did you hear about him getting ran up on?
I saw you post that someone was saying it on your live, but I didn't hear nothing about it right here.
Okay, because somebody did tell me he's in the hospital, but then somebody started telling me, he was in the hospital because somebody put the stomp down on him. But once again, that's allegedly. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Okay. All right. Appreciate you, my brother. All right. Okay. So Bebe says, you want to tell your story? I live 7 months from the scene in less. The number is up there, baby. Or you can get my email. Peace and blessings. You live. Yeah, peace and blessings. You live.
What's happening, brother? This is my first time checking the page out here, man. I've been looking at you through introverted rock star brother. Been talking about you. A few more people been talking about what you found, and appreciate anything you're doing, brother, to bring this to light, man. Because it's a lot of brothers and sisters out here on this road. My father's been driving my entire life, so I've been out here on the road since over 40 years, right? I've been driving 23 myself, but I've been a long time, man, and I have one of them strong fathers, he was a Vietnam vet.
Okay.
So he kind of rolled a little bit different, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
He can hold his own, right?
Yeah.
But so a lot of that's been passed down to me, man. I already knew before I even stepped foot in the truck in 2001 what to do and what not to do, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, man, brothers, man, they don't pay attention. They think wherever they from. They just give you an example, right? Let's just say where they from. It's okay to talk to white women or be diverse in your thinking. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you go to these rural places, different parts of the country, they don't accept certain things like that. They hate that. They get mad. They get jealous of that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So when you do that, it brings me back to that brother Taymon Blair back in where he was found hanging in his truck.
Somebody just mentioned it. And what year was that? What year was that?
Brother, I want to say it was 2017. It was during the time. His cousin is the young lady Queen and Duchess from the Black Ink Crew.
Okay.
That's his cousin. And a lot of times, man, I don't know if he just, again, he's fresh out here on this road. He don't know what it looked like back in the 80s, right? And you just start talking to these girls, man, and they first they say, how can you not be nice? So why do I have to be so this or be so that when she wearing yoga pants just like all the diverse chicks wearing yoga pants in the city?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, trying to make it. She's trying to make a catch too, and she's playing. So they, you just don't. It's not about you. It's about who you are. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And just to fast forward, brother, just so I don't hold you.
We got to wrap it on up, my brother.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I done seen him, brother. I done came face to face with I know where the Aryan brothers hang out with the ABs, skinheads. I ran across a dude, man. 6'4", muscle bound, jailhouse tats, had a whole swastika on his face, ear to ear, top of his to his chin. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times, if
you just gotta say what's up to him, like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta say, yeah, but you got, because you can't not acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, yo, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? And just keep it moving, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you believe. Long as you don't try to, like, you can believe that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's gonna be hatred, and it's not right, but you can believe it. But don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, just keep that over there. But I got you,
bro. Listen to me, man. I was in Indiana. Indiana is one of the Hoosier state, man. Is one of the most racist places you ever want to see in your life, brother. I mean that wholeheartedly. At the beginning of this year, man, white dude following around the store or whatever. All them little hot white girls in there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kept his ass too long, and he just sticking around in the store. I'm grabbing something out in the food court or the truck stop, and he just hanging around in the truck stop too long.
All right, we got to speed it up, my brother. We got to speed it up, my brother.
Oh, okay. So then he walked out, man, and I guess he tried to put a little fear in my heart, and just went across the way. It was a foggy night, man, and he got to, letting it rain off a little bit. I guess that would just kind of say, hey, get out of my town.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you don't think that it's still out here, if you still like you seeing what's going on, but it's done happening with Tamon Blair amongst many others.
Yeah.
But when you be careful, we really need to have some kind of a page or something where we can stick together, man, and stay away from like we already.
My brother. We got to wrap it on up, my brother. I appreciate you for calling, my brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You live on the air.
Yes. I just want to say hello to you. I like the work that you're doing, and it's absolutely great. But being a truck driver, I have a question. I want to know, where was his trailer?
His trailer was on the lot. His trailer, because he had dropped the trailer on that lot, and then he went to, go to Walmart, go look for a room, wherever. So yeah, he had dropped the trailer on the lot that he was found in.
That could explain the route. Now, the type of trailer that he was driving, was it a drive-in or a reefer unit?
Well, see, I don't, that's beyond my pay grade. I just see a Mack truck, and I know I don't want to be driving beside him or behind him. But go ahead.
Well, being a truck driver, that's a key point, because he could have went and got the road if he was driving a reefer unit, meaning a refrigerated unit.
Okay.
That means he has bulkheads inside that trailer, which determines different temperatures for different things that he's holding. And if you have a bulkhead, you pull it up with a rope. And if that rope breaks, you have to replace it to pull the bulkhead up. Now, if he had that rope to replace one that had broken inside the trailer, and he had parked there and wasn't supposed to be parked there, they could have walked up on him, and I'm thinking they need to check the trailer.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they did. Like I said, like if things happen like we think, they're like, there's nothing that they would, they've already cleaned it, up everywhere. What would they find in the trailer? You know what I'm saying? Like the cameras and all those things. We just want them right now to come honest, because like I'm sure they want to. Somebody else said the same thing. They need to check the trailer. I don't think that if they just committed this act that they're going to leave anything in the trailer for them to be found out. You know what I'm saying? And their story to be, don't match up with the story don't already match up. But if you understand what I'm saying, like I don't think they're going to leave anything in the trailer. You know what I mean?
And then that dark inside the trailer is really dark. And anything could be in their blood, anything that they could have left behind in the refrigerated unit. And with it being cold, there's a lot of things that they could test in there, because I think I heard in one of your other ones, someone said they need to check it. I think it was the older guy. He said something about checking the trailer in the icebox. Now, my key point was, if he was there and wasn't supposed to be parked there, the first guy in your video said, if he would have known, he would have told him. That was a key there. And the owner of TNR, if that's not the owner of the TNR repair truck shop, who owns the lot that he was parked on? Because I think someone say, they asked him, was he getting repairs, or why was he parked on that parking lot?
Yeah, so what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, I think whoever owns the lot that he was parked on could be different from the person who owns the TNR repair shop.
No, I think they're the same. Like, it's one big property now. Like the lot is in the yard of the shop. That's why the owner always comes out and tell people not to park there, because it's their lot. You know what I mean? So the owner of the TNR trailer shop is the same owner of the lot, because the other guy, that's already been confirmed now.
Okay, so that's confirmed. So the guy who came and found him was the guy on the police report, right?
Now, the guy who quote unquote found him was the owner. Quote unquote. The guy who made the call was quote unquote the owner.
Who said that said also he was the first responder who didn't touch anybody.
Yeah. So all the story, we get all the story, we on the same page with, but we trying to shut down the show, but yeah, we on the same page. Basically, what you're saying is it don't add up, right? Yes.
And I think they just got some things that they're missing in the pieces of the puzzle, like, was his load delivered? That's another time frame.
Yeah,
you have to check in at Walmart at a certain time. So did you check in? Was the freight delivered? Because the company is gonna ask, where's my freight? Why hasn't it been delivered?
Yeah,
you have to sign in at Walmart distribution.
The load was already delivered. The load was already delivered. So yeah. Yeah. But I certainly. Where you calling from, ma'am?
I'm from Henderson. I've been here
all right. I got another call coming in, but I certainly appreciate you for calling, and you have a blessed night.
All right, you too.
All right. Peace and blessings. You're on the air. What's going on?
Keep up the good work. I know you gotta go. I just got one question for you. Does anybody know the homeless man name?
There is no homeless man. There is no homeless man.
What is it?
He didn't give no money to no. See, that's another thing. Like we gotta stop following this narrative that they put out. Right? We got the whole Walmart tape of him walking outside of Walmart to his truck and driving off. There is no homeless man.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you, my brother. All right. Peace and love. You on the air.
Yeah, this is Sean from California.
What's going on, Sean? Okay.
I've been watching you since you started this with Javion, Magee, and actually it just makes my stomach sick to see what they continue to keep doing to our people like this. But I'm proud of you for standing up and doing all the stuff that you're doing for him. But I wanted to say one thing. In the beginning, I couldn't understand with all the crime that I see, how you could not make that a crime scene with that young man out there like that. I saw all the rope shreds in the grass. Those things should have been picked up, and you just made a statement about that cardboard piece that was found with him, how they can pick that up and take that to Walmart. It is totally disgusting. And here in California, we're rooting for you too. I'm trying to reach out to different people in Carolina too, because I have some people there.
Let me know. Because I know California is a progressive state, and people in California kind of stand up too. I remember the Rodney King ride, so I know y'all got some riders out there. Y'all connect and tell us what we need to do out here to make sure, we can, we can do what we need to do. But I certainly thank you, and I thank you for the encouragement. But peace and love. I thank you for the call.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, man. We certainly appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. And like I said, we got a lot of people. Like you said, she called from California. We got the story out there, so we definitely want to keep it up, keep it hot, and make sure that like Javion's mother said on the other call, my son don't die in vain. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this scripture. Now, this scripture once again is from probably a little known book. This is. Take one more card. Do not. It must don't work. Peace and blessings. You on the air. I can hear you fine.
Come on, brother. This is John. I just want to speak truth to power. I appreciate what you're doing. My name is Yakanan. But lawyer, I want to say shalom to you, brother. You're doing an excellent job, and we out here. I'm out here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and got a slew of brothers behind me. But one of the things I want to speak, and I'm going to get off real quick, we got to stop trusting our enemy. And just like the scripture tells us, man, never trust your enemy. That's in the book. I'm going to bring it out real quick. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. And it says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So for our brothers that are out there driving trucks, our sisters that are out there, stop trusting this man. We are still behind enemy lines. And that's all I want to say. Thank you, brother.
Peace and love, my brother. I'm going to lock you in, too, because I think I know where you at in Raleigh, man. So,
all right, peace and love.
All right, peace and love. Shalom. All right, so this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to end with this scripture from the book of Enoch, right? You probably never heard this. This is my first time reading this morning, but it's relevant to what we're doing. Enoch chapter 53, and I'm going to start with verse 2. It says, and their hands commit lawless deeds, and the sinners devour all whom they lawlessly oppress. Yet the sinners shall be destroyed before the face of the Lord of the spirits, and they shall be banished from off the face of the earth, and they shall perish forever and ever. For I saw his angels of punishment abiding and preparing all the instruments of Satan, and I asked the angel of peace who went with me, for whom are they preparing the instruments? And he said unto me, they prepare these for the kings and the mighty of the earth, that they may thereby be destroyed. Verse 7, and these mountains shall not stand as the earth before his righteousness, but the hills shall be as a fountain of water, and the righteousness shall have rest from the oppression of the sinners. So this scripture tells us what's ultimately going to be done to those who lawlessly oppress the innocent. And the righteous are going to inherit the earth. So I appreciate y'all. Like I said, 919-587-7782. I'm turning off the phone tonight because like literally, like my phone kind of rings like all through the night and all through the day. People are concerned. So, but I thank y'all for that, because once again, it's a show of unity. Where there's unity, there's strength. Where the spirit of the Lord is, there is strength and unity. So we want to first of all thank God for each and every one of you guys being in this room tonight. My prayer that God will bless you and keep you safely through the night, and all that you do, whatever you guys do, your hands will prosper, that he will give you peace and and lift up his countenance upon you and be gracious unto you. And we definitely want to send our prayers to the Magee family, and we pray, oh Father, Lord, that God will cover them and strengthen them and show yourself mighty in their favor. We banned against the spirit of wickedness in high places. We cause those spirits to fall. We send your warring angels against the spirit of deceit, the spirit of murder, the spirit of lawlessness in that city, and we tear that kingdom down. Father, we just thank you for hearing our prayer right now. We know that you are all wise, all knowing, and all powerful. So we believe, therefore we speak that your justice and righteousness will prevail not only in this situation, but in the earth as it is. Lord, we thank you and we praise you. Amen, amen, and amen. Y'all have a blessed night. And once again, y'all tune in tomorrow because we're going to go in on the gentlemen, who are in that picture, and also on that report. So y'all stay tuned. Peace and love. Make sure y'all share the video. I thank y'all for all of the support, cash apps, and all of that. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace and love.